If you are looking for Ultimate Team coins, I have the place for you. Head on over to easymuckcoin.com where you can purchase coins for as little as $45 a mil. I did not stutter. Link is in the description. Use code GS for 5% off. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jess. Welcome back to another Madden 21 video. So, wanted to just end the night with, just talking, telling a story. And I might end a few nights of the next nights where you can just sit back, put this on. Don't worry about the screen. If you got YouTube Premium, turn off your phone, let it play in the background. Or if you're watching this on your tablet or your computer, whatever, pop some headbuds in. And earbuds, and just relax, man. Grind your solos, do what you gotta do, and maybe just chill and vibe with the unk as we go on ahead and tell you a story. So, this story is gonna be talking about. If you guys seen the gameplay with Dak earlier, oh my, is this guy really good? Really good. As good as he is, though, it's gonna be rough only having 2 AP outside of him obviously having 10. Like, whew, it's rough, but I feel like I gotta find a way. I'm gonna try every combination I possibly can to see if I feel comfortable and if I can work with it. I'm gonna try 2 slot apprentices, 1 slot apprentice, no slot apprentices, only a route tech, 2 backfield masters. I'm gonna try everything I can to see if I get a nice little ratio of what I like and what I feel comfortable with. But anyways, we're gonna talk about the first time I got banned from EA. The first and only time I got banned. So this was, I don't remember exactly what Madden it was. I really don't remember. I want to say maybe the one where Gronk was on the cover. Was that 15? Because I don't think it was 25. It might have been 15. I think I might have been Madden 15, but I could be wrong though. But I think that's what it is. But anyways, so me and IMAV get approached with these coin sponsor guys, right? Because coin sponsors have yet to poach the Madden market. These guys were making. We've had conversations with them, millions from FIFA on the amount that they're able to generate, selling coins to players because, let's be honest, buying packs and stuff like that is very expensive. So, you buy packs to get the players, right? And you try to pull the new limited Dak Prescott and, you're going ahead and you'll spend a team of the week bundle, you'll get nothing out of it. You'll spend $100 and you'll get 300K worth of coins, but there's that possibility of pulling him, right? And as a content creator, like, we spend so much trying to get that reaction, trying to get that pull because it's going to make for an amazing video. But then you got people who, they don't make videos, right? They don't want to spend $400 trying to pull Dak. Like, they just want the card. They just want the best players to compete and win, and they don't care about, all that stuff. So they just want their coins to be up. So they approach us, and at this time, nobody's doing it. Like, nobody's promoting coins. None whatsoever. So we get into a conversation with them. I think it was me, IMAV, and maybe, I think Koopa was there as well. And, we're all just, they're telling us that they're talking to different people. They're talking to Cullenberger. They're talking to different guys and stuff like that. And they go on ahead and they throw this amount that this is what we'll pay you if you promote our coins. Now, I'm sitting there like, man, that's a nice chunk of change. We get that every month on top of YouTube, on top of Twitch. Like, that's it's not bad. Like, that's pretty good. Now, of course, we had questions, right? We had concerns, and it's like, can we get in trouble for this? Like, we didn't know anything about it. And they ensured us, like, listen, we do it with FIFA all the time. They'll never come after you guys. It's us that they want. Yeah, you're promoting it. You're probably not going to go to an EA event. You're probably not going to be chosen to do a giveaway on Twitter. But outside of that, it's us that they want. They're not going to go for you guys. You're the content creators. It looks bad on them if they come after you guys. That's how they handle it in FIFA. We've been doing it for years, and the content creators are fine. Now, we'll be honest with you. Now, once you step into this, you're pretty much going to be blackballed from being able to do certain things with EA and stuff like that. So, we're like, okay, that sounds good to me. Like, I don't care if I ever get invited out or something like that. Like, that doesn't bother me. I'm I'm good. Like, if we nothing's gonna happen to us, why not? Let's give it a shot. So I believe Koopa never got into it, and me and Mav started, and they got Cullenberger, and they got I think like a handful of people, probably less than like 6 people. But we were the first people they came to, and the money was, I forgot what it was. I can't remember what it was, but it was good enough for me to be like, you know what, I'm in. Sign me up. Like I'm not gonna get in trouble, right? Like I'm good. I'm taking their word for it. That I don't know what is good and what's not. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get in trouble or the legality behind it or what can be done or all that stuff. I just know I start promoting it. And I just knew that, again, like they said, that we were gonna be, pretty much blacklisted and stuff like that. But as far as that goes, our content is gonna be good, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're good. So I'm like, okay, so we started doing it for a little while, and then at the time streaming, and there wasn't many like now. There's a lot of content creators out now, right? There's a lot of Madden streamers out now, and that is, I will, be honest, that definitely helped my popularity very early. Is because there wasn't that much competition back then. There was not that many people doing head-to-head, videos every single day. As far as I know, like online multiplayer, I was the first one doing it every single day. You had Mr. Hurricane back in the day uploading every single day, but it was like CFM, right? Like nobody was uploading online head-to-head gameplay every single day. The big dog at the time was Duke the Killer, who had about 20,000 subscribers, and he was doing it a few days a week. And I found my niche, like, okay, what can I do to separate, from other people's, like, nobody's doing it every single day. That's where I'm gonna be. Yeah, your favorite uploader might be Duke, it might be I'm having, rightfully so. Those guys are freaking amazing at what they do. But it's like they'll watch me on Mondays and Tuesdays until Mav drops a video, right? They'll watch me Saturday, Sunday, and Monday until Duke drops a video. That's gonna be my thing, right? But now there's so many. You just type in Madden and you have hundreds and hundreds of people uploading content every single day. Where back then you had 30, maybe 20. There wasn't many. And on Twitch there wasn't many at all either. I was one of the few getting like good viewers on Twitch back then. So every single week I'd go live and I'd go on ahead and now showcase the new promos and the new cards. And back then I was buying every bundle 2 3 times and spending so much ridiculous money, trying to set myself apart because nobody was doing the best player at every single position. And that's what I took the title of, the Lizard Squad. Is I wanted the best players, no matter if I wanted them or not, no matter if they fit my scheme or not. If 94 overall Emmitt Smith was the highest overall running back, even though he was 5 speed slower than LaShawn McCoy, and I knew LaShawn McCoy was better for Ultimate Team, I'm gonna rock Emmitt. I'm gonna go with the highest overall players. That's Nobody's doing that. That's what I'm gonna do. So I started doing that on Twitch, and definitely became very successful, and on YouTube as well. So I wouldn't even say not that long. I'd say maybe a month goes by, maybe a month or two goes by. One day I boot up my stream, and I'll never forget, it was the day of Position Heroes just dropped. And I forgot who was on offense, but on defense it was Jason Pierre-Paul. He had like a blue sparkle, and it was exciting. It was phenomenal. Position Heroes just dropped. So I go live on Twitch, and unbeknownst to me, It was a very calculated move because they knew what they were doing. They waited for me to go live for me to get banned. Now there was a small ban wave that happened then, right? I remember the same thing happened to IMAD, the same thing happened to Cullenberger. Now back then we all had PS4s, we all had Xboxes and stuff like that, and when I got hit on stream, I was like, "Oh, what is this?" Like never knew this was a thing. Like, what is this? Like, I hit A and it brought me back to the main menu, and it tells me I'm unable to open up like Ultimate Team because I have been banned for I think it was like buying, selling, promoting coins, whatever the case may be. Now I legit on my son was taking their word that I just nothing would happen. There wasn't like, you know what, we'll be honest, there's a possibility that you'll get banned because they don't like coin promoters. Like, it is a possibility. I was told it would never happen in 1,000 years. You have nothing to worry about now because, mind you, I'm spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on these packs. I have a lot invested in this team. I'm now team of the year is all the way at the end of Madden, dang near. So at this time, I'm 15, $20,000 deep, buying every single bundle on two, three, four accounts, buying all of the all pro packs, and they didn't have game changers back then. Like, we had like really bad packs back then, and we had like a veteran bundle, or like we had some awful bundles back then. And I was just still buying them all, every single account, buying them, buying them, buying them, buying them, buying them. And I have so much invested that if I were to get banned and can no longer play on this gamer tag or Xbox, I lost everything, right? Everything that I put into that team, every little bits of money I put into it is gone, right? It's just gone, and there's nothing I could do about it. Now, also, mind you, I have a video where I posted this. I posted a video of me pulling a silver ticket. Now, back then, a silver ticket allowed you to get any card in the game up to that point. Any card you want. This is something else I'll never forget. They dropped a flashback to Darrell Revis. And Darrell Revis there was zero on the auction house. There was none. Like, he just couldn't be found. There was no Mutthead then, right? So we couldn't just search up Mutthead and look to see how many have been sold, how many have been pulled in the last hour, what's the average price. That didn't exist back then. So, or if they might have been like forums and stuff like that, but it wasn't like how it is today. So there was none up, right? So I actually pulled again. If you just search Mr. Goldenmutt silver ticket, you'll see the video. Matter of fact, let me go to that right now, and I can see when I actually posted it. YouTube, and let me search up Mr. Goldenmutt silver so I can see the dates. Mr. Goldenmutt silver ticket. And there, yeah, Madden 15. I pulled the first silver ticket on Xbox One. 103,000 views 5 years ago. So I pulled this ultimate ticket here, and I'm just absolutely ecstatic. Right? I didn't even know they were out. I pulled this at like 10 p.m. I'm just opening random packs, and I look, and I bought all pro pack, and I go through, and sure enough, silver ticket 1 out of 15. And I pulled this bad boy, and I was ecstatic. I'm like, oh my Lord, you gotta be kidding me. This is phenomenal. And I'm gonna get Darrell Revis. I remember tweeting out, Darrell Revis is coming home, to someone who was out there at someone who had got back to me. It's like, yeah, I'm getting Darrell Revis, bro. Like, no one has him. I'm gonna be able to get him. Like, I can't wait. It's insane. And I ended up getting banned, and I couldn't cash in on that silver ticket because that gamer tag associated with that EA account associated with it was banned. So there was nothing I could do. I just lost out on a silver ticket. Now, by no means am I playing victim or anything like that. I'm just telling you the situation and what it was. I was told nothing will happen to me. They've been doing it in FIFA for years. There's nothing for me to worry about. We're just going to be looked down upon But as far as our content and as far as what they'll do to us, we're good. We don't have anything to worry about. So they catch me on stream, so I couldn't lie about it. Right? It happened to other guys, but they were able to just act like it didn't happen, and they could have just went to their other console, and that's what they did. I remember Cullenberger like for a month straight did PlayStation Squad because his whole Xbox team was it was banned. His whole account was banned, just like mine. But they got me on stream. I couldn't deny it. I couldn't lie about it. I had hundreds and hundreds of people there, probably over 1,000 or two, that witnessed as soon as I booted up. About 10 minutes later, I'm looking at the Jason Pierre-Paul set, and I get hit with the ban. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. So I remember going to the coin promoter, the guy that was paying us, and I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, you said this would not happen. You gave me your word. This would not happen. I lost my team. I lost everything. And you told me this would not happen. They don't do anything about it. You guys been doing it for FIFA for years. So I guess since it was just starting out, they try to just nip it in the bud as soon as they can to try to prevent it from spreading to where it is now. There's so many coin sites and there's so many, different things like that. And there's many different ways to purchase a good team without spending a lot of it takes to get the team that I got pack wise would cost you so much because you're not guaranteed anything. You can buy $100 bundle and you can only get 300K out of it. Like, that's possible. That's awful. You could spend $100 and you can make 3 mil out of it. And that's good. But then it's like the chances of that happening are so low. Like the odds are so ridiculously low, and they just try to get it before it really spread, and they wanted to send a message out there. So they ended up getting me on stream, and I lost my silver ticket, and I was unable to claim that. And everyone else, like, nobody knew that the other guys had gotten banned because they were able to just switch to their other console. Again, I couldn't lie about it. I got caught. I got caught on stream with a ban, and it was just very, very, very unfortunate, man. It's just crazy how things, like, I look back and I'm just like, dang, man, there goes Cullenberger with his fourth PlayStation video of the day, bro. Like, he's going in. Like, Cullenberger ain't playing. He's on that PlayStation team and he is grinding. I'm like, well, I got no choice. Yeah, I had a team on PlayStation, but it's like, I couldn't lie about it. I got, I got banned on stream. So they ended up catching Unk and they ended up giving me the ban. And again, I tried talking to the guy because when we first started talking, I had told them that, okay, listen, in order for me to do this, I just want insurance for whatever happens. If this happens, I want to be reimbursed for my Xbox, and I want to be funded some money. So let's say I get banned, right? Then that Xbox is, it's done. Like, I would have to get a whole new Xbox. That way I can play Ultimate Team again. And, let's say my team is, top tier. It's like, okay, well, I want like an insurance policy where you're going to give me 4,000 so I can go on ahead, put that back out there, get my team back where it was or close to it, and then I'll go on ahead and continue doing content. Now this was a verbal agreement, which they agreed to, but it was nothing written down in contract. Like now with coin sponsors and stuff like that, like we actually like we have contracts now. Like like I want something written to where if something were to happen, we can go to court. Because there's a lot of things going on when we're as a content creator. We just want to know that if something were to happen, we're good, right? Because they can just go on ahead and just say out of nowhere, okay, I'm not paying you anymore. I refuse to. You ended up playing with the Eagles, and I don't like the Eagles. I don't feel like paying you no more, so we're just going to drop you. So just to make sure something goofy like that doesn't happen, we want a contract to say, okay, well, we'll sponsor your website for 6 months, or for the whole Madden year, the calendar year, for however long you negotiate for. We just want to be sure that it's written down in a contract that we'll sign and make sure everything is good. That way we know we're covered. That way you're covered. That way they don't just pay me $1,000 a month and I just stop creating content because I don't feel like it. So, it covers them as well. That way they have something they can go back to, like, well, you signed a contract saying you're guaranteeing us 8 videos a week and you're posting 8 videos a month. Like, so we're just not going to pay you. You're not holding up to your end of the deal. So, but back then, this was a verbal agreement that they would refund my Xbox. And I couldn't even, like, you could give me $1 billion right now if you told me to tell you the name of the website that I was promoting. I couldn't tell you, honestly. I couldn't tell you what their prices were. I mean, back then, obviously, I knew, but now, like, it just doesn't ring a bell. I couldn't tell you any of that stuff, but it was verbal. So I go to them and I'm like, yo, listen, like, they got me on stream. Like, you said nothing would happen. And honest to God, I legit thought nothing would happen because I was told by them nothing would happen. They've been doing it in FIFA for years, and we have nothing to worry about. But again, just in case, because Mav is a very, very, very smart man, and he went ahead and was like, well, I went ahead and I made sure my Xbox and stuff was covered, and so was my this and that. I was like, oh snap, I didn't even think about it. You're right. Let me go on ahead. Hold on. Let me not accept that deal. Yeah, we got some talking to do. So verbal agreement that I would be refunded basically my team back and the console to get a new one. And I believe, and I had to fight for it. Like, I had to get on them every single day. And I just started pulling all the videos down that had coin sponsors on it because it's like, oh, they just banned me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, they just they just got rid of my team where I spent all of this thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on, and you told me nothing would happen. And now something did happen, and I was told I would be giving my team back and an Xbox. And I don't remember how it went down, but I do. They might have not. I don't remember, but I think I remember them after like weeks of going by, them giving me money for an Xbox because I was just going in on them. And back then we communicated through Skype. And I know that they live somewhere far. I forgot where, but they live somewhere pretty far. And so I started taking down all the videos, so they got upset. Like, we paid for those videos. You're taking down. I was like, yeah, but you told me nothing would happen, and something did on stream, so I can't even lie about it. Like, everyone else is able to just go ahead and create content, the next few days until they get their new Xbox and they get a new team, or they can just say, hey, we're building a budget team from scratch, on Xbox. I can't do that. I mean, I could, but they know the reason why is because I got banned on stream in front of everyone, and everyone's tweeting about it and all that stuff. So I ended up, I want to say I did get paid for the Xbox to get a new one, even though I don't remember if they did. But I think they did. But I never got any money to get my team back. Like, there was never no, okay, here's so and so much money. Buy, all the packs you want, put your team together, continue creating content. There was none of that. Like, none. Like, none. And it was just, I was shook. Did not think that would happen because I was told it wasn't gonna happen, and it ended up did happening, and I ended up getting banned on stream, and that was the only time that they like console banned me and stuff like that. And I ended up getting away from sponsoring coins for a while until I ended up getting brought back into it. But tomorrow I'll tell a story on all the OGs will remember, but on how EA stopped me from meeting Patrick Willis. And to this day, it's heartbreaking to know that this didn't happen. Now, mind you, technically, us promoting coins right, is against TOS, right? It's not something that we're supposed to be doing, but um, obviously buying coins is by far the cheaper, more effective way to get your team together because again, good luck spending $50 on packs and thinking you're going to get anything close to 300K, where you can spend that and get millions of coins and be able to just get a team together. Like 99% of people that play Madden, they're not content creators. Like, you guys don't make money back. So it's okay for us to go on ahead and spend money on packs because we get that money back. It's tax deductible. This is technically our business. But for you guys that don't, if you put $1,000 in your team, you're not making any of that back. You don't do YouTube, you don't stream, so you're not making any of that money back. So you want to go on ahead and you want to be efficient with your money, So they just want, a team. And now there's so many coin sponsors and so many things, so many people doing it and stuff like that. So it's just wild to know that where it was now, it wasn't then. So few people doing it then. It was just starting out, and they went for the King Kahuna straight. As soon as I turned on the stream, they axe just speared your boy right on stream, and I couldn't believe it. I was shook, but they ended up getting me, and I got away from it for a while. But yeah, just a wild story that I was just thinking about of how EA being. I just think it's funny that they waited for me to be on stream to catch me. They were sitting back waiting for the literal perfect time. It was like, oh yeah, we got you now. We got you. He's live. Pull the plug. And that's when they went ahead and they could have did it any time, right? But they made sure that others seen it, and they made sure that I was live, and they caught me when I was looking at the JPP set, man. I'd never forget. And I just think it's crazy that that's when they did it. Like, they did it when I was streaming. They did it when I was streaming, man. Ah, man. But yeah, one time they stopped me from meeting Patrick Willis, and I think I cried that night, man. I really do think I did. I don't remember if I did or not, but I want to say, me knowing me, I think I did. It was an opportunity of a lifetime, and EA stopped it. EA stopped me from meeting Patrick Willis, and to this day is something that hurts because it hurts me. The reason why it's so heartbreaking to me is because I know for a fact, I will tell you guys tomorrow everything that happened and how they did me so dirty and so wrong that I guarantee you to this day, none of them will remember doing this. But it's something that will stay with me for the rest of my life because of what they did. And I'll never forget it. And I will tell that story tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys have a good night. Appreciate the love and support as always. Link is in the description. Use code GS to get some coins, to get you the God Squad you as a king deserve. Look up the video of Silver Ticket 2. Look up Mr. Golden Mutt Golden Ticket. And that experience, I couldn't believe it, and they took that away from me. But again, I was in the wrong. I had no idea. Now I know what I'm doing. I'm not supposed to be doing. Now I know. But back then, I didn't know. I didn't know. But yeah, see you guys next time. Appreciate the love and support as always. Until next time, peace.